Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Group C of the first ever Football Manager YouTuber Invitational Championship. We have taken 12 content creators, put them into 4 groups, bringing their teams from their own series. This is my group, Dodgee Gamer, and I've been drawn against Custard Prophet and FM Pino. Today we're going to bring you the first group match, the second group match, and the third group match will be featured later in the week on Custard Prophet and FM Pino's channels, so make sure you check them out. Links down in the description below. Let's get the show on the road. Alright, so here I am with my Group C opponents. To my left, FM Pino. To my right, Custard Prophet. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
The Custard Prophet, of course, you've been here before. You've brought your Gottne boys over here before to face FC Andorra. Didn't quite go my way last time, but what do you reckon are your chances this time?
I'm slightly worried you might have moved on slightly more than I have since last time. I've been watching your exploits carefully, and you certainly are doing very, very well in the league. And I'm still pretty much where I was, I think, last time. So we'll see. Maybe I'll be wrong about that.
Yeah, well, it'll be the Battle of the Europa semi-finalists when our match comes up, I guess. And FM Pino, welcome to the channel. Which team have you brought for us here today?
I brought my current Marseille side from my Journeyman series, so I've been there for, I think it's third year now. So yeah, we've bottled 2 cup finals though in the last 2 years, so I'm not feeling too confident today, to be honest.
All right, well, we'll see how it goes. I think everyone has their reasons to feel confident and not confident at the same time. My track record in head-to-heads is not so great. My only win had to come in desperation by taking on the Northern Mariana Islands. Now, we were hoping to get FM Lama into the competition, but apparently he said he couldn't afford the entry fee along with the ransom fee that he's got to pay for Nom, so we'll just have to save him for next time. All right then, so let's head over to the game and see which match we've got coming up first. All right, so our first match in the group, it's going to be a rematch from the first ever Andorran Open Challenge, FC Andorra versus Gottne. Thoughts, Custard Prophet?
I'll see what happens. I am coming at this straight after a transfer window, so I bought in some reasonably good players to improve the squad after getting a bit of money. So we're a little bit better than we might have been. So I'm intrigued to see how we do.
And FM Pino, a chance here for you to scout the opposition in the first game. What are you going to be looking at today?
Oh, well, I'm looking at these defences, to be honest, because we've got the Romanian Zlatan up front, Istrati, if you follow the series, and see how these defences deal with a physical presence up there. So keep my eye out on that.
Okay, well, I've got a couple of defenders who might have a thing or two to say about physical presence. But we'll see when we go head-to-head for that one.
Yeah.
So then, Custard Prophet, for some reason they've got Andorra down as the favourites for this one. Not sure what that's about, but they're charging £29 a ticket, so it's obviously one of the hottest tickets in town. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you the following message. Okay, it's Dodgee Gamer here, post-production, inserting myself in with a little explainer ahead of this match. Now, up to this point, it was all going well, nice bit of three-way banter, and then we got into the game. Now, this may surprise you to find out about such a sophisticated content creator as myself, but I haven't really had a three-way before. And previously, when I've done the versus mode, it's been me and one other. It's been nice and straightforward. We've got everything set up with 3 people using this thing called NDI New Tech. You can look it up if you're interested in doing something like similar yourself. We're having a few problems with audio when we were setting up. I thought we'd got it sorted, but the problem is when we went into the match, I just left myself and Custard Prophet on, and in OBS I hid the camera and muted the sound from FM Pino. It seems then that muted the entire Skype audio, so we had a half. We had Custard Prophet there on the screen, mouthing out words, but no sound coming through in the final recording. So I do apologise for that. What I've done is I've replayed the match with myself, just providing some kind of post-match commentary. We do have Custard Profit's half-time input, though, when FM Pino joined us for a bit of a half-time panel and the post-match stuff. I do apologise to Custard Profit. I'll make sure that he makes his presence felt in the match somehow. Let's go to game time. All right, so we're starting off in the first half here. Duarte, and we're getting the ball out there to Guedes. You see, there was a lot of early pressure here from FC Andorra, but we did get these breaks from Gottne Henningsen, who I'm sure you'll know from the Gottne series there, with the first real chance of the game. Nice one for you guys, Custard Profit. Then we move in. We're into the 27th minute here. And we started to, we went for a very patient approach here. We stuck with the kind of formation that's been putting us in good form in the current season of the save, if you've been watching that, where we're doing much more patient play, not going for the quick counter-attacks. And there we had it, Silva cracked one off the post, very close to taking the lead there. And this was where we kind of start to move into another gear in the game. And then we had another corner here. I'm not quite sure what was going on there, because the Prophet was quite surprised as well. The ball went to no one, just a crowd of his defenders. Luckily, though, we were able to stop the counter-attack and then build something from there. It was good play. We were, Gottne were kind of a bit standoffish, and we were able to take advantage of that. Nice overlap from Jonathan. Then we switched the play out to Speranza. Speranza just drills it in there, beating the keeper at the near post, carrying over his form from the main game to FM touch. Custard Profit wasn't too happy with the goal, but it was a good start for us. With everything finally balanced, we're going to bring in FM Pino for a bit of half-time analysis. What did you make of that first half?
Well, it was a cagey game, to be honest. It looks like both teams are defending quite well, but then Speranza came up with an absolutely great goal. There was calls from Custard Profit of offside. I've not seen the replay on that one yet, but AR has apparently passed that, and obviously it's a goal. But yeah, it's a very cagey game, to be honest. It looks like Andorra are dominating the stats, but Gottne is still in it. So I've seen less shocks in real football, to be honest. So I think Gottne could maybe sneak back a goal here and send it through to. Is it a draw or penalties? Does this go to?
It would be a draw because
draw.
We'll play
I think
out the group.
they're still in the game. They could still nick a point here.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Got to be ready. We've got to be ready for the inevitable reaction, as the Football Manager press conference would say, as we come into the second half.
No, still thinking long and hard how to do one over at you. Right, here we go. This is probably a bad idea, but we'll go with that.
All right, so we're back in the second half again. Once we'd hidden Pino's camera feed and muted his audio, it muted the entire Skype audio. Hopefully, we won't have that problem in the future. Anyway, we're going to pick this up at the start of the second half. So Gottne looking to get back in things here, coming down that flank, but good play from Buenacasa, who's our lonely left back, of course. But then, Gottne is just every time they got near the box, we were able to break, and with players like Silva skipping past everybody, but shot blocked. Right, so then we were with that patient build-up play from the back, but just threading it out to our quick wingers. Speranza cutting inside a little bit there, got the ball back straight away, and then a good block there from the defence. There was some solid defence at this point. Remember, at this point, it was only 1-0. And we were knocking on that door, but Gottne were frustrating us, and it was kind of reminding me of that first game that we had on my channel, the friendly, you could say, the very first open challenge when my FC Andorra side took on Gottne, and we had the chances, but we just couldn't take them. Anyway, there's a lot of hard, tough tackling from the Gottne team, and then, we just kept knocking at that door, and we were trying for that goal. All right, I'm not sure what my player was doing. He was just taking his time walking off the pitch. I guess it was treatment from the physio. Anyway, we finally got to the goal kick from Gottne. So going for the long ball football, but it doesn't work against us, Custard Profit, got to say. Anyway, we were able to build something nicely here until Duarte hit his misplaced cross. Guedes, though, a bit of tough tackling there to bring that one temporarily to an end. Then Gottne, I mean, they were looking to, get themselves back in the game at this point, bring it back to 1-1, but it's not going to happen with balls like that. Anyway, next we went with straight from that misplaced pass. It was Andorra looking to launch an attack. So again, I like the way we're playing patiently from the back here, but we get it out to the wings again. Jonathan, I've set the full backs to overlapping, which was a tweak I made at half-time. Get it out to Speranza again. I mean, he's quick, but the defence were just as quick as he was. So here we had a throw-in, so we're on the hour mark now. Ooh, that was one of our better chances. It was Lindo. It says at the bottom in the commentary, you might struggle to claim he meant that, but we know he meant that. We know what Lindo's like. But then he got the header right off the corner. Right, then we had Gottne with one of their moments of pressure in this half, nearly getting something off the corner there. But, we defended well. Anytime Gottne threatened to threaten, if that makes any sense, we were just nullifying it every single time, then keeping the ball calmly and moving up to the other end of the pitch. Anyway, we were just first to the ball on many occasions. So another chance here to build from the back. Nearly a bad mistake from the defender there. Unlucky Custard profit this time. And then we were just building it through the middle. I like the way we were kind of moving it across the whole width of the pitch. We were playing through the middle. We were playing left flank, right flank. It was all good. Some rough tackling as the Gottne boys got frustrated. Then we got this chance here. Silva coming across to hit that in-swinging free kick. But this time Gottne were ready for it. So again, Gottne attack breaks down. We're just looking to build something from the back here. We get it out to the wings. Buencasa making the overlapping run. And then I'm not editing it this way, it was a lot of one-way traffic as far as Andorra goes. Custard Prophet did say himself in the original commentary that, since the first time we played back on the original Open Challenge, FC Andorra had evolved a lot. We'd come from a newly promoted second division side at that point to, now being a top 5 or top 6. Top 5's a bit of a stretch. Top 6 La Liga side, a side who's gone through to the semi-finals in Europe. And on this particular day, we did outplay them a little bit. Now, we got into the final 10 minutes here. It was only 2-0 at this point. So Gottne were hanging on. The game was not over yet, but it was over there. Silva getting that shot in at the near post. Little forward roll to celebrate. Good stuff. So then into 88 minutes, there was time for one more, as you may have seen from the fact that the scores have been in the top corner of the screen the whole time. But strange choice of header from Gottne there. It goes out for a corner. Then we have Speranza whipping the ball in. Doesn't really go anywhere, but Mba picks it up. Crush Mba. Great place for the centre-backs to be. And then Perez, Sanha, look at that. Beautifully worked through for the Andorran icon, Jose Francisco Perez, to run through and slot it in right on 90 minutes. And that was your final score. 4-0 to Gottne. Now let's bring the original footage back in for Custard Prophet and FM Pino's post-match analysis. Bring in FM Pino again. Thoughts on the second half there?
Wow. Well, message out here is the way they dominated and the amount of shots that they created there. I'm worried because my Marseille defence is not the best, and we're going to give away a lot of chances. And by the looks of it, you're quite clinical, the Andorran side, but. Yeah, unlucky Custard Prophet. I think you're right by saying that once you went for it a little bit, they kind of spaces they exploited in the end. But yeah, solid win for Andorra, and I'm quite worried about it.
All right, well, let's have a look at what our next match is going to be then, if we just bring ourselves out of it. Referee got a 7.3, I noticed, so, all played fairly. All right, so news on Gomez. His injury is going to keep him out for 6 matches, it says. So that's the group stage done for him. Well, here's a news item for you. FM Pino spotted at the FC Andorra stadium.
Look at that face.
So they were obviously, the media were keeping an eye on all of us. All right, looks like the next match then is going to be FM Pino and Custard Profit, Gottne against Olympique Marseille. So I guess we'll end this episode there, and then we'll be back with you soon for that match. Custard Profit, any thoughts ahead of that match? Do you think you can get back in it with an improved performance against Marseille?
I think there's very little that I can do to get into top spot. I'm just looking for a little bit of less embarrassment, I think, from that. So we'll see what we can do against Marseille. I'm hearing their defence isn't quite as good, so we'll be packing the forwards.
So FM Pino, you're going to be making your entrance to the competition in the next game. How are you feeling?
Feeling all right. It's saying that we're favourites there, but I was favourites in probably all my cup finals the last 2 years and lost those. So I'm not taking anything for granted this time. I'm going to try and I did a little bit of scouting there, and I've seen a few little areas I can attack. So we'll focus on those in the next game.
All right. Well, I'll be cheering for a draw. All right. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you, Custard Profit, and yes, we'll see you for match day 2 soon.